I'm gonna share my little tips and tricks and secrets on how to install decals. There's really no trick or or anything. I usually just eyeball it, and sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't. But for this one in particular, I need to make sure that it gets on there good and straight and centered. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. Let's get started. All the different locations I could have put it on the car. I thought about putting it on the windshield, but I came up with the bright idea of throwing it right here. I thought about putting it on top of the back window, but I think down here underneath the wing would be a lot better. I need to get this done before it starts to get too cold out here, because if any of you guys do not live in the cold areas or cold states or anything like that, or wherever it's cold, you guys will know, well, if you guys live somewhere where it gets cold, you will know that stickers will not want to stick to the surface when it's cold. So we got to hurry up and get this done. But first, what I do is, you're gonna have to measure your decal. Don't measure it from the end of the paper, because that's just where they cut it. You can't go from here to here and try and center that. You need to figure out where the end of the actual decal is gonna be, and top and bottom, left and right, and then you're gonna have to measure off of that. First, because I have this tape on here, I'm gonna want mine kind of far back so that way most of it is visible. But I'm gonna kind of center it just by eyeballing it, and then I'm gonna start taking measurements. Grab a good point of reference on each side so you can kind of see where you're at. So right now I'm gonna use this bracket and the tip of the W and go from there. So from here down, we're about 2.5 inches. And then from here, from the edge of the S, we are at about 2 3/4. So I need to move this over 1/8 of an inch. Again, measuring the top of the decal to wherever you're going, and the top of the W and the top of the S are about the same. Now we measure again. Top of the W, about the same. Okay, so now measure from the top. We're at about 1/2 inch. And from the top of the S, about the same. Okay, so now we have it laid out and it's centered. I'm gonna take a step back, take a look at it and see how it looks. Bam. All right, cool. So looks about centered to me. Now what I'll do is I'll keep this side on, and then I'll pull one side off, making sure that we have it tight. So now once you have it on and we have it all tight, just measured it once again. So I'm gonna grab another piece of tape, put it up here to hold it from moving perpendicular, I don't know, from moving. When doing this, I like to use masking tape because it's not gonna leave any residue behind, or it shouldn't. And one thing you can do is you can also use this as a marker. What I've done is put this up, so now I can see this is the line where I need to keep it to make sure that it stays horizontal. And then one last piece to hold it from moving. Just like that. So now what I can do, we'll make it 2 pieces. I'm gonna pull this side down, I'm gonna rip the backing paper off, and then push it across. One of the tools that I like to use is like a squeegee thing. A lot of people use this for wrapping cars and stuff. I've never wrapped a car, and I'm not gonna say I won't. I might have plans for Bruno of wrapping him, but at this time I just have this because I found it in my FRS. It was underneath one of the seats that I used to own, and I don't know how it got left back there, but it did, so now I get to use it. But if you don't have one of these, you can use a debit card, credit card, ID, driver's license, anything like that, to squeegee it out. So now you pull off this side, and you have this side holding it up. We're going to peel the backing paper off, being careful that the decal does not come with the backing paper. Alright, so now I can hold this back with the tape that I have on this side. There we go. And then pulling it back, keeping tension on it. Going back to that 1/2 inch gap that I had earlier. Pushing down from the middle. And then out. One thing I forgot to mention, which I had already done prior to these steps, was I had isopropyl, I don't know how to say it, isopropyl alcohol, and cleaned up the area nice and well. That way the decals adhere to the surface. Peel the backing paper off again. Bam. Alright, so again, pulling this tight, keeping the tension on it, lining it up, pushing out from the middle, and then up and out. No bubbles. Alright, so as you can see here, looks pretty straight. God, I hope so by now, because we're at the point of no return now. So I can peel these off. And what I do, which is it's worked for me so far, is when you're pulling the actual masking tape off, or masking paper, it's not called masking paper, it's called transfer tape. So when you're undoing this, you're gonna want to pull down. He didn't see me. But you're gonna want to pull down at a 45-degree angle, keeping it flush with the surface that you've got it on. Just like that. You're gonna have to be very careful because some decals will actually peel back off as you're pulling the transfer tape off, or transfer paper. This transfer paper is really good. There we go, almost done. And bam, in there like swimwear. Bam. So now sitting straight back if you're behind me at a light, and that's how you install a decal. Easy as that. So if you're going to add it on a window or anything like that, maybe I'll do another video of how to square it off if you have to have the decal symmetrical. Since this one is just one in the center, that's it. Hopefully this helped, guys, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and when you do, hit that little bell so you get the notifications for more videos like this. If you guys liked it, like it, And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm Shane, and you're watching Hawaii, Cali, Vegas. Mahalo.
On5.com.